Hello, my name is Holly McTaggart and I am a systems engineer with the Boeing Company. So when I grew up, I was never the smartest person in my class, but I did love to learn. I had a real passion for learning and understanding new things. Science and math were absolutely my favorites. So when I was going off to college, I kind of had two different paths that I was really interested in. The first was engineering. So with engineering, I got to learn about new things, figure out how things worked, understand them in a way that not everyone gets to understand how every little thing works. And then the second path that I was also interested in was architecture. So I always thought kind of that blending of art and beauty in with something that created something that stood and everyone lived in and experienced their worlds through was a really awesome, cool thing to get involved in. So I kind of had these two different paths. When I first went to school, I did go to school for engineering, and then I had a little bit of trouble with some of my financial issues and resources that were available to me at the time. So I actually had to stop going to school. I was still pursuing both of those career options, but kind of had to find a different path or a different way to get there. So I actually started working for Amazon. So I was one of those people that was packing your boxes and getting those shipped to you whenever you ordered something from the site. So that was a really cool experience because I got to learn a lot about how companies worked and how business operates, and just in a very real sense understand how to make something better. So Amazon is really encourages everyone to think about how to improve the work that they're doing to try to get packages to individuals faster. So I decided that I wanted to go back to school once I was able to kind of get stabilized and have a little bit more resources at my availability, and I decided to go to the University of Louisville. But the thing was, I was still trying to figure out what did I want to do. So I decided to pursue engineering, and trying to understand what type of engineering I wanted to go into. I knew that I really liked the idea of improving something and then understanding something technically, and then being able to apply that in a business sense. So I actually decided to go for industrial engineering. So if you don't know what industrial engineering is, a lot of times industrial engineers deal with a lot more big picture, entire systems and how they operate. So they try to figure out how we're going to produce something and get something from an idea all the way through a production. Maybe we're making 100 different pens. How do we make 100 different pens? How do we actually do that? So, and then trying to make sure that that's cost efficient, and so that so everyone involved can make the most and do the most and be the most. So I decided to pursue industrial engineering, and I went to the University of Louisville, like I previously said, and got really involved with a group called the Society of Women Engineers, and this was an amazing opportunity for me. I got to kind of experience a chance to grow in some leadership skills that normally aren't available at someone so early in their career. So I was able to organize groups, manage budgets, and understand kind of how you would run a business before even getting into the workforce, before even having a degree. So I was pursuing my degree in industrial engineering. I was the president at the time of the Society of Women Engineers section at the University of Louisville, and I was also working full-time and attending co-ops. So I was able to do my co-ops at a company called Jim Beam, which was amazing. I got to work in a production floor and see how they bottled products, and help them improve the processes along the way. And then as I was looking towards graduation and getting closer towards my graduation, I was very, very interested in a program called the Engineering Management Master's Degree Program. This was an all-online program, so that allowed me to continue to work while I was going to school, and get that master's degree in a very realistic and reasonable time frame. So I thoroughly enjoyed the Master's of Engineering program, and the skills and understandings that I got from that, I was able to apply directly into my work on a day-to-day basis. So now I am actually accepted a position at the Boeing company as a systems engineer. I get to work with a lot of really amazing software engineers. I work on defense trainers, so I get to work with some Air Force pilots and some really amazing just leaders in the industry of aerospace. And so the entire experience, from just loving and having a passion for learning all the way through to now this very fruitful and enjoyable career, has been such an amazing journey, and I've met so many amazing people along the way. And I highly encourage everyone to pursue their passions in a way, and continue to try to find what excites them in everything. So for me, every step along the way really helped build this environment for me to continue learning, continue growing, and find a place where I could actually engage in that continuous learning and understanding and growth in a career. So that's a little bit about me and why I'm in engineering. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Thanks.